Shalom. Back with scripture reading. I realized I read all the way to chapter 7. So I did 3 through 7 last video. Um, so this is going to be starting from chapter 8. Bereshit, Genesis, chapter 8. And Elohim remembered Noah and all the beasts and all the cattle that were with him in the ark. And Elohim made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. And the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were stopped, and the rain from the heavens was withheld. And the waters receded steadily from the earth, and at the end of the 150 days the waters diminished. And the 7th new moon, and the 17th day of the new moon, the ark rested on the mountains of Arat. And the waters decreased steadily until the 10th new moon. And in the 10th new moon, on the first day of the new moon, the tops of the mountains were visible. And it came to be at the end of the 40 days that Noah had opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent out a raven, which kept going out and turning back until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove from him to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. But the dove found no resting place for its feet, and returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face of all the earth. So he put out his hand and took it, and poured it into the ark to himself. And he waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent out a dove from the ark. And the dove came to him in the evening, and see, a fleshly plucked olive leaf was in its mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. And he waited yet another 7 days, and sent out the dove, which did not return to him again. And it came to be in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the new moon, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and saw the surface of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd new moon, in the 27th day of the new moon, the earth was dry. And Elohim spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every life form of all flesh that is with you, of birds, of cattle, and of all creeping creatures, the creeping creatures on the earth, and let them teem on the earth, and bear and increase on the earth. So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping creature, every bird, whatever creeps on the earth according to their kind, went out from the ark. And Noah built a slaughter place to Yahuwah, and took of every clean beast and every clean bird, and offered ascending offerings to the slaughter place. And Yahuwah smelled a soothing fragrance. And Yahuwah said in his heart, Never again shall I curse the ground because of man. Although the inclination of man's heart is evil from youth, and never again strike all living creatures as I have done. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. And Elohim blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful and increase, and fill the earth. And the fear of you and dread of you is on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the heavens, on all that creeps on the ground, and on all the flesh of the sea. Unto your hand they are given. Every creeping creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all, as I gave the green plants. But do not eat flesh with its life, its blood, but only your blood, for your lives I require. From the hand of every beast I require it, from the hand of man. From the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. Whoever sheds a man's blood, by man his blood is shed. For in the image of Elohim he has made man. As for you, be fruitful and increase, bring forth teemingly in the earth, and increase in it. And Elohim spoke to Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I established my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living being that is with you, of the birds, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and never again is all flesh cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again is there a flood to destroy the earth. And Elohim said, This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you, every living being that is with you, for all generations to come. I shall set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. And it shall be, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. And I shall remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living being of all flesh, and never again let the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I shall see it, and remember the everlasting covenant between Elohim and every living being of all flesh that is in the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is in the earth. And the sons of Noah went out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan. These were the 3 sons of Noah, and all the earth was overspread from them. And Noah, a man of the soil, began and planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine and was drunk, and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and went backwards, and covered the nakedness of their father. But their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and he knew what his younger son had done to him. And he said, Cursed is Canaan. Let him become a servant of servants to his brothers. And he said, Blessed be Yahuwah, the Elohim of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. Let Elohim enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. That was Genesis chapter 8 and 9. I pray that was edifying, and until next time, shalom.